Another week, another drop here on Animworks. Now, this week we have a bunch of stuff yet again. New MoCap sets here on Animworks. We also have a new Blender plugin that is incredible. And also, most importantly, we have a mentor highlight, a new feature that we're introducing in these videos. And we have a really special mentor for you guys. Here's some highlights from that interview that I will play towards the end of this video.
Focus on the work. Everything else will stem from that. Everything else will follow. The overarching principle, though, is I'm getting frustrated with my work or lack of progress. And the one thing that you can control is how much better you're getting at it.
Welcome to another video, and I'm super glad that you guys are here another week. Now, before I get started, last week we actually unveiled the mentorships, which was something like a nice juicy update, massive one. But one thing that I forgot to mention last week is that these mentorships can happen one-on-one for sure, and the whole page kind of seems that way. And the video that I made last week also seemed that way. It was just one-on-one, but you can actually have classes as groups. So it's up to the mentor to decide if he just wants to do the one-on-one classes, or you can actually have it as perhaps a masterclass where you have a mentor talking for an hour or two about a specific subject, and there's about 5, 10, 15 different students attending that class. That class will get recorded, and that class will actually then get sent to all the students that participated in that class. So that's a feature, a bit of a hidden gem. I need to make sure that I actually highlight it more, but it's definitely something that we can support. So keep an eye out, because I'm pretty sure mentors very soon will start offering that feature of the mentorships as well. Now, without further ado, let's dive into these drops this week. Now, this very first one is motion capture based. So you guys maybe remember that a few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I revealed that we're now hosting MoCap Sets in Animworks. And this has me excited. You guys know that I've been working with MoCap quite a lot of my career, and I've been shooting MoCap and all that stuff. And we partnered up with a studio in Spain, Madrid, called Raised by Monsters. They are MoCap studio, super high quality, super well put together. And they capture this MoCap that is incredibly clean. So a few weeks ago, we actually debuted the Crowd City pack, and that has nearly 100 different MoCap clips for you to use. Go and check it out if you haven't. And in this week, we're revealing 2 new sets that have pretty much the same amount of MoCap, and these are going to be thematic. So the last one was Crowd City, and then we have 2 more. One is all about Halloween. I know there's still a long time to go to Halloween, but just think about what a Halloween theme would actually look like. There's a video right here for you guys to check out. The video is going to be also on the page, so you can check out pretty much all of the animations that exist in the pack. And the second one is all about the Wild Wild West. So cowboys and all that stuff, And once again, you have a bunch of different animations there for you to use. And once again, these things are applied better when creatively applied. And now know that these packs are very well put together, but also the packs reside in Unreal. And this is really useful, as I mentioned last time, because when you actually open Unreal, not only is Unreal free, but you can actually see your animations, you can travel through the animations to make sure that you can pick the right ones. But when you find a specific clip, you can either work with it within Unreal, and we have a tutorial that will add to every single MoCap set, so you can know exactly how to retarget your animations in Unreal, but also you can export them into FBX if you want to, because that's the traditional way of actually importing MoCap into your Mayas, into your MotionBuilders, into your 3D Maxes. So you can do both things. So I think Unreal becomes a very useful vessel to basically have MoCap, and all future sets, if all goes well, should also have the same kind of treatment. So go and check it out if you're interested. More information on the website. Now, second drop this week is going to be a very special one. This is by Mello Willow, a good friend of mine, Will. He actually is so good, and not only as an animator, he's a very talented animator, but also at putting plugins and the technical aspect of things behind Blender and Unreal. And for this one, he has an incredible plugin that he showed me a few weeks ago called 3D Flipbook Animation. And the plugin does exactly what he says in the box, but he does it in Blender. And this is incredible. There's a lot of information. Will made quite a lot of videos to actually teach you how to use the tool, but you can use it in many different ways. The first one is very much that if you want to render sprites or 2D assets from Blender, having a Flipbook plugin like this makes it super easy, especially if you're working with geometry, so you can manipulate it. And the second one is you can actually deform the geometry as you're animating. So let's say you have a guy actually going "Rah!" and you want the skin to bubble up and have some geometry and changes and stuff. You can start doing that stuff with this 3D Flipbook animation, and Will has examples of this and how he actually shapes up 3D objects to make them animated within Blender, and it looks really cool. It looks on twos. It has like that hand-drawn or handmade feel to the animations, and I love it. So go and check it out on the website for more information if this is your jam, because I do think this plugin is very special, so I hope you enjoy it. And now about that mentorship interview that I told you in the beginning with Nate Thomas. We have 7 mentors right now on the website. I'm going to try and make one of these with every single one of them so you can get to know the person behind the mentorship, because I do think that is incredibly important for you to get to know the mentor before you jump in, because every mentor has different personalities and different experiences and different specialities. So I think that this interviews hopefully will actually give you a little bit of a highlight on what the mentor does, how he talks, and what his ideals are. And Nate is a really good person to start this with. So without further ado, here is the interview with Nate Thomas, your future mentor. Can you walk us through like a session with a student? Like how do you approach when a student is perhaps nervous because, oh no, this is Nate, he has done all these great things. So they comes to the session. What happens next?
You know, I experienced this at Bungie quite a bit. I'm working with people who worked on the games that I played in high school. I'm aging some of my coworkers now, but former coworkers, but they like that. You just feel out of your depth and out of your league. So my I guess my strategy there is as much being myself and talking to you like a human being who understands where you're coming from as possible. It's not as, I have a structure for actually, how I want to do, mentorship and like goals, and like we're going to do actual things. But where I'm coming from is like, you're not doing this for like, I'm not giving you a grade, you're here to learn. This isn't just like you'll get a certificate at the end and like I did the thing. If you're in this, you're in this to learn. So I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that you have the drive to get better at whatever you're looking to get better at, or learn whatever you're trying to learn. So I think it's just in how you communicate to people, how you approach feedback, how you approach direction. I've said this before, but soft skills are really, really important. That's actually one of the things I like to talk to people about outside of just animation. Is it's important how you how are you approaching people in other disciplines when you're collaborating on something, and people just want to be, understood and talked to. You have some shared passion, and, it's not all just like make a compliment sandwich. I liked what you did here, but there's some truth to it, but like it goes deeper than that.
Yeah. Because it takes a lifetime for this animation thing to take off. Like it doesn't matter if it's gameplay or it's like in the text, it changes so much. Like it's constant. So you have to keep on an ear on the ground at least, so you can start kind of like learning new things and get some people.
And look, like this is full transparency. Like I spent the last just shy of 4 years in a proprietary engine, and just trying to keep up with what was happening in Unreal, like on the side, or even other engines. And it's difficult when you have like a full-time job to do that. And right now, I'm exploring different things, this being one of them, mentoring, but I'm right where some of you might be for, getting back into engine stuff. Yeah, I've done locomotion system stuff, and I've done state machines, and we've done, but you can never be like, you can't never be good enough. You can never learn enough. You need to constantly be learning and applying yourself, and, looking for deals on courses online, which is where I shop around quite a bit too.
Absolutely. So, like if people have questions or they want to reach out to you in any ways, where can they find you? Like, let's say they are like just about to actually, so where can they find you to then ask you questions, to then, maybe, link up,
Yeah.
or they can do the mentorship.
The mentorship obviously on the Animworks site. You can contact me through there. I believe my email information is on there, but I also have a YouTube channel called Animated Animators, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get back into it. It's tough to do both with work and everything like that. I know you don't know what that's like because you're able to do somehow everything.
Because like your animation.
But yeah, through there, you're welcome to, there's a bunch of information on there already in videos, and you're welcome to comment on stuff. But again, like through the site, through my email address that's on there. And if it's not, maybe we can link it elsewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But
yeah, definitely get in touch. We also have our Discord. Nate is there. All the mentors are there as well. And if you join our Discord, all the people there are super friendly. So feel free to reach out. Feel free to DM people if you need to. And I guess we'll see you on the classes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the interview with Nate as well. Nate is such a cool dude. I hope you saw how much fun we're having going back and forth. Felt like we could speak for hours about the animation and about our passion in teaching others. It's all in the same vibe, and every single mentor that we have in Animworks has exactly the same feelings when it comes to helping others animate and helping others in their journey in their animation. And I hope you're excited to actually see more mentors here. Now, this interview will be also available on Nate's profile on this mentorship, so go and check it out there if you actually want to as well. And if you have more questions for Nate, use the box on Nate's profile under the mentorship. Right at the bottom there's a little yellow box that you can use, and this box, when you send him a message, he'll get an email, and then feel free to ask him as many questions if you're on the fence, and then he'll reply accordingly. You'll get an email as well, and you guys can connect that way. And then when you're ready, feel free to take on the mentorship. No pressure, and just know that we are all waiting to actually help you out in your journey. And this is all we had for this week at Animworks. Now, I hope you enjoyed it. Now it's time for me to say goodbye and go off, and then trying to find the things for next week. Until next week, stay well, stay safe. Peace.